So I'm going to wrap up, and then I'm going to show you a couple of quick videos to kind of show the point. How do you make new media work for you? You got to have a point of view. It's all about the content. Communications today is also about technology. You can't separate the two, and you've got to partner with your IT firm. And chances are in your IT department, no matter where, there is some brilliant web developer. Find that person, because brilliant web developers are going to be, are going to make your world wonderful. Find who that brilliant web developer is. Give that person room to run, because communications, marketing, whatever your objective is, in partnership with technology, you can do great things. And then lastly, and this is, you can't be afraid to take risks. And this is a concept that's hard for some to recognize, but the cost of failure is very low. I mean, David said earlier about blogs that were started and just didn't get maintained. You know what? Too bad that, Governor Bredesen, his standing didn't get hurt. It was something he tried. It didn't work for him. And so he moves on. It's fine. You try it, you fail. People says, oh, he's not maintaining his blog, he's not updating videos anymore. You move on, and you maybe try something else. The cost of failure really isn't going to kill you in any way, so it's worth to take a risk. So with that, I wanted to show you an example of how we're using kind of some video. This is, you're going to look at this and say, why is this interesting? But there you go, scroll down there.
Here we have real-time interactive ray tracing on these 3 PlayStation 3s here. Each one of them is connected over a gigabit network. We've got the client here, which is driving this 720p display, and we have 2 additional PS3s participating in the rendering. So we have 3 total PS3s participating in the rendering, and we're using this guy as a client as well. Each one of those PS3s of the Linux allows us access to 6 SPEs. We raycast and ray trace with 5 of those SPEs and use the 6th for an image compression in order to reduce the bandwidth on the gigabit. If we come over here, we can see that it's all fully interactive.
You try to do a video that 123,000 people will go to. I mean,
you can see all the reflections.
It doesn't take a large video crew. It just takes a point of view.
Of the environment, which are all dynamically calculated here. We also have dynamic.
I mean, again, the whole idea why that was so interesting is because what he talked about is this very unusual method is a way of creating what's called raycasting, which is a way of how light deploys in virtual worlds. It used to take 14 hours to create accurate raycasting. Now, using networked PS3s, it could be done in just a few minutes. So for a small subset of the technical community, this was big stuff. Hence, 125,000 people watching this homemade video. All right, so mainframe art of the sale. This is a way that, again, to make it more relevant to a younger audience, we used humor to talk about mainframe computers.
We're going to get started. Tell me your name and your title, please.
My name is Bob Hoey, and I am the worldwide VP of Sales for the mainframe division.
And how many offices do you have worldwide?
Well, technically, including this office in Poughkeepsie, that would be 1.
By the way,
you've got to know your target. The single most...
He is the head of worldwide sales for the mainframe, by the way.
And that's why I spend so much of my valuable time and energy training my sales staff. You all know my motto, ABC. Always be closing. Our larger machines cost over $1 million. $1 million, that's a lot of money. That's why all of my salespeople, all of them, know you have to target the right customers.
Good morning. May I speak with the decision maker of the household?
Well, almost all of them.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you running any mission-critical IO-intensive workload on your PC? Hello?
In order to sell $1 million product, you got to raise the bar of your sales force. But that's a lot of work. So we're launching a mid-market mainframe, and it's priced at only $100,000. Can I have an amen on that? And we retrain the sales force to target the right customers.
Sir, may I talk to you about upgrading your 386? We have parallel sysplex.
Let me explain this to you as if you're second graders. In life, there are really only 2 kinds of people. There are farmers and there are ranchers. In the mainframe, it's like a factory.
It's a metaphor, is what it is. There's farmers and there's ranchers, and then livestock. The mainframe is about really trying to bring all those together under really just one roof.
like a barn?
Well, like a barn. The mainframe's about bringing all those together under one roof, such as a barn.
So that cost us, I mean, we hired a professional video crew. All the people there are IBMers. That was the head of worldwide sales for our mainframe. It was a natural, obviously. Those are all IBMers. That cost us maybe $15,000 to produce. 120,000 views on YouTube. There were 2 sequels. Each got a little bit less, but a total of maybe... it was about 300,000 maybe total views on YouTube. Again, repositioning a brand, making it a little more accessible to a younger audience, and it works, and it works on the cheap. So with that, and I thought it was a good way to end. I will be happy to answer questions at the end of the session.